Welcome to Channel Today in History. In today's video we will talk about the day, November 20th, 1945. The Nuremberg Trials. World War II ended in 1945 with the triumph of the Allies, leaving as a result a deep desire to punish the crimes committed by the Nazi regime. That same year, the winning nations filed lawsuits against the main leaders of the genocide that ended the lives of millions of Jews and other categories of persecuted. It was the first time in history that a defeated nation was tried by an international tribunal for its actions of war, but it was also the first time that a nation had committed a similar genocide. Once the aberrant facts committed by the German Third Reich government were known since 1941, the idea was raised that those responsible deserved an exemplary punishment, which transcended the judicial bodies of their own country. The most important case, because it held those most responsible, took place in the German city of Nuremberg, against 24 Nazi leaders, starting on November 20, 1945. In charge of directing the trial and dictating the sentence, an international military tribunal was established, created by the London Charter, comprising the following tenured judges: Geoffrey Lawrence, from the United Kingdom; Francis Biddle, from the United States; Henri Donat de Webers, from France; and Iona Nikitchenko of the Soviet Union. Each of them had an alternate. The head of the prosecutors was the American Robert H. Jackson. There have been 216 sessions since October 1, 1946, in just over 10 months, during which documents and films were presented as evidence, leading to a sentence that acquitted 3 of the 24 defendants: the minister and vice-chancellor Franz von Papen, Hans Fitch, who had participated in Nazi propaganda, and former Reichsbank president Hjalmar Schacht. Albert Speer and Hitler Youth leader Baldur von Schirach expressed repentance and were sentenced to 20 years in prison. The governor of occupied Poland, although he also declared his repentance, was sentenced to capital punishment, as was the Nazi Party secretary, Martin Bormann, who, as it turned out, had already died during the fall of Berlin, and the Minister of the Inside, Wilhelm Frick. The crimes that were imputed to them were classified as crimes against humanity, as were crimes carrying out acts that violate the laws of war, such as torture and murder of the civilian population, which does not correspond to armed conflicts added to the death of thousands of people for racial reasons. In total, there were 4 accusations: crimes against peace, the Nazis planned and started the bloody conflict against humanity; genocide, racial persecution and torture of war, theft of property, killing of hostages, torture, etc., and conspiracy to commit the previous offenses. The defendants' defense alleged that criminal laws were being applied with retroactive effect, as these international laws did not exist at the time the alleged acts were committed. In addition to its sense of justice and promoting peace, this process has enormous legal importance, as it was the origin of current international criminal law. Did you like the video? In the description you will find the blog link with the full article. Give an incentive by subscribing to the channel, liking, commenting, and sharing with your friends. Hugs. Until the next.